The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to the Pit Life BBQ Podcast. Join us around the pit as we talk all things barbecue. Now here is your host, Johnnie Mags.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ Podcast, where we talk barbecue and everything else you want to talk around the pit. Thank you all for tuning in again. We got a great episode coming today. Very excited to catch up with a dear friend of mine. But first, hi, Chrissy.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Getting ready. It's 2 days before Thanksgiving. I'm ready to go,
Turkey
Jack.
Day. Turkey Day.
Heck yeah, heck yeah.
And ham day. Is that a weird thing? I heard today that ham is not like someone went, you do ham? I'm like, yeah. It's
No.
ham and turkey. Right?
I usually do them both.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I don't see it. What the hell's the difference on any of that?
Good.
Where is everybody in the chat here? Do
I got
the
Kent.
wrong
Hi,
damn
Kent.
thing?
Hi, Gray.
Well, maybe.
That's it so far.
That's why I'm in the wrong damn wrong fucking group. There we go. Well, let's go get going here. Today is brought to you by Uncle Steve's Shake. You ever wonder why there's a line of people trying to get into your neighbor's backyard? But when you're having a barbecue, not so much. Why? Do you know why, Chrissy?
I heard it's because they're using Uncle Steve's Shake.
And then
And the other ones aren't,
No,
yeah.
That's right. Uncle Steve has 12 amazing flavors, from the original to the Gator Shake, to sweet and spicy, to the competition line, to the dessert shake. He's got a shake for every part of the meal. Uses some of the freshest ingredients available today. Awesome stuff. Great customer service. He's the one answering the phones. He's the one packing your order. Check him out at UncleSteve'sShake.com and his Facebook group, Uncle Steve's Shake Nation. And Thursday, prizes, competition, Uncle Steve's Shake Nation. Post pictures of your Thanksgiving dinner, of a dish, of a turkey dish, whatever. Uncle Steve's giving away cash.
Cash?
Cash.
Does he have my address?
Cash. He's got a group of judges going to be monitoring the page. They're going to choose their best ones, and he's going to announce it later on Thanksgiving evening. So
Awesome.
Tune in for that. Get your pictures in. Uncle Steve's Shake some on everything.
And sauce with no name.
And sauce with no name. Also brought to you by Two Guys Smoke Shop and TwoGuysCigars.com. Whether I'm barbecuing or not, I always keep the smoke rolling. Thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. Today I am smoking. This one's going to be a mouthful.
Good
the
luck.
Adventura Barbarojos Invasion.
Pretty sure you nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Thanks to my friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. I get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit TwoGuysCigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2, GuyCigars.com. Also brought to you by Backline Fabrication and Backline Smokers. Ryan Newland is building the craziest one-of pits coming out of Austin, Texas today, including Miss Mary, which is going to be putting in work on Thursday. I think the entire meal is being done on the rig, on the smoker, except I think the mashed potatoes. Mrs. Mags will take care of that inside on the stove, but everything else is going on the smoker, and we will be rolling. But Ryan is an absolute artist when it comes to it. His design is flawless. The efficiency of these pits is mind-blowing. You need to cook on one to really understand what the efficiency it has. It's stupid efficient. So check him out at Backline Fab. Whether you want a backyard pit, backyard grill, the multi-tool, all the way up to a 1,000-gallon trailer. If you can think it, he can build it. Check him out at Backline Fab. Backline Fabrication. Build what you want, not what you need. Also brought to you by Magna Chef Gloves. Our brother Alan Fonte knows a little something about fire management, being a Miami-Dade firefighter, and has come out with some of the best gloves on the market today. The Magna Chef Gloves with the web fit, food-grade silicone, patented magnetic clips for an easy on and off, heat-rated, up to 500 degrees, one size fits all, dishwasher safe. But if you're more of a fan of the normal 5-finger gloves, he's got you covered with the new Freedom Glove line. Same patented magnetic clips for the easy on and off, heat rated 932 degrees. Unbelievable. Long gauntlet, protect the forearms. Check them out at magnachef.com. The holidays are coming. And at checkout, use the code FREEDOMLIVES for 10% off your order. And he actually texted me today. And, well, it is good news, but it's also bad news if you're in the market for the Magna Chef gloves. They all gone.
What?
Every single pair out of stock, and unfortunately won't be back into stock until after the new year. But wow, he has the Freedom gloves available, so
get them.
Get them. Another thing crazy, holding the fire basket while it's lit and not moving a thing. That's magnachef.com. Magna Chef, master the fire, Freedom gloves. Take a stand, free your hands. Also brought to you by Custom Cutting Boards, RS.com. Our brother Ian Hemming is building what I consider the Yeti of cutting boards coming out of Magnolia, Texas. These boards take an absolute beating, from the standard countertop or the dishwasher board to the massive 18 by 36 inch brisket board to the pizza board for the perfect slice every time. Multiple colors available, deep reservoir to catch all that beautiful au jus, and the rubber grips on the bottom, so even on a wet surface, the board will not slip on you. There will be no mistakes other than user error. It won't be because the board moved on you. Check him out at customcuttingboardsrus.com. That is the letter R, us.com. Let's see. Gray Rhino, what's up? Daddy Dutch. Juke Moreno, what's up, brother? Junior Salinas, what's happening, my brother? Harold Williamson, what's going on? Robert, what's happening? Vito, what's going on? Thank you all for tuning in. So let's get down to today. We are being joined by a dear friend of mine, dear friend of the show, has been with us since the very beginning of this, as a great venture going on now, and award-winning sauce maker, award-winning author, and owner of Ray's Roadside Kitchen out of the beautiful state of New Jersey. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Chef Ray Sheehan. What's up, brother? Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, what's up, Johnny? Thank you so much for having me on. It's always a great time when I get to talk to you.
Oh, it's a pleasure, my friend. My absolute pleasure. Joe Tucker, what's going on? So, Ray, we're going to talk about the new restaurant, everything about it, the pictures that are coming out on all the social medias, that fried chicken. There might be a certain burger we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
But the elephant in the room, we'll just get right into it, get it out of the way. You had made a post, what's today, Tuesday? So it might have been Sunday or Monday about...
It was like late at night.
Yeah.
It was like a late night post.
About the company
it's
BBQ Buddha. So take it.
Yes. So this is something that we've been working on for a little while now. I had the opportunity to open this restaurant, and I realized that I needed to change the way that I was doing BBQ Buddha, the way I operated. You mentioned Uncle Steve Shake. And Uncle Steve Shake, he's like a one-man band. He's doing it all, right? He's doing the packaging. He's doing his blending. He answers the phone. He makes the deliveries. Well, that was me. Other than making my own products, I had bottlers that made the products. So it was a lot for me to do all that. I'm crisscrossing the state of New Jersey, delivering to all these neighboring states and shipping. And for one person, it's a lot. And I wasn't in a position where I could hire people. And, probably about 8 months ago, I actually sold off part of my company, or at least a share, like someone that wanted to partner with me to help it grow, or maybe blend it into the restaurant, or we weren't really too sure, but we knew we were going to do this restaurant together. So when we partnered to do the restaurant, we were kind of unsure what direction we were going to go in with the sauces and rubs, even though we wanted to continue them, because that's basically how I made my name.
Yeah.
Conversely, there is another gentleman out there who is well known in the barbecue community. He's an author. He's a content creator. His name is Chris Sussman. He's known as the Barbecue Buddha. And, he has a blog, and he works with Big Green Egg and Snake River Farms. So, there was a little bit of confusion, and we coexisted really great for a long time. But it just seemed like, people were confusing the sauce company for the, for him and him for me. And I don't know how much they were confusing, but sometimes I would get like someone posting and tagging him, and maybe that happened to him. But I feel like, so anyway, so I'm getting off topic, but basically, so at this point, I've sold the trademark and the domain to Chris, who is going to take it in I'm not really too sure exactly what direction. I don't know if he may do something with it, but he's the Barbecue Buddha.
Yep.
I'd never wanted to be the Barbecue Buddha. I just wanted to be the guy that created the sauces and seasonings called Barbecue Buddha. So this really will eliminate any confusion going forward, because Chris will be the Barbecue Buddha and have rights to the trademark, the name, the domains. Like I'm going to rebrand my sauces and seasonings, and there will be no reference really to anything related as such, to Barbecue Buddha, because I sold it to him. So there's no, I want to eliminate the confusion just as much as he does. And like I said, he's the Barbecue Buddha, not me. And even when I came on your show, I think I said, please don't refer to me as the Barbecue Buddha.
Yeah.
That's not me. So, so going forward, I'm looking to rebrand my sauces and seasonings. At this point, I'm so focused on the restaurant that's kind of going to take the back burner for a little while. Yeah. We have a couple, there's a chance we may go with it and be all in as the restaurant, or Chef Ray Sheehan products, or, so we're meeting with the designer now and coming up with new branding. It takes time. It takes time to get the trademark. Now I have to get another trademark, and go and create new branding. But this gives me a little bit of a respite with trying to service the company and sell rubs and sauces. So basically, with our deal, which we're finishing up, because we're waiting on the United States Patent and Trademark Office But it's a done deal.
Done
I mean,
deal.
Chris is the owner of that, but we're just waiting on the finishing touches from the USPTO office. But we're gonna move forward with the restaurant right now, and all my energy really is focused there. It's tough having a 9 to 5 again. When I was doing the sauce company, I made my own hours, which
Yeah.
was great. But now, basically Wednesday through Saturday, I'm at the restaurant from around 9:30 in the morning till close. And then today, Tuesday, we were there all day prepping. So it takes a village. We've been doing great with it so far.
Yeah.
But as far as barbecue Buddha and the sauces and seasonings go, don't worry. You will be able to get your products again, but it might not be until 2023 at some point before I come out with, they're going to be the same recipes, just a different label,
Just
a different name.
name.
So
the flavor
hopefully,
profiles and everything are going to be exactly the same. Just the label on the bottle is going to be different. And I know,
right,
same
recipes. I didn't sell the recipes or the actual company. You know, realistically, just the trademark and the domains. I had a few domains associated with it, so those will go to Chris as well.
Yeah.
So in the future, when you refer to the barbecue Buddha, it's Chris.
It's going to be Chris.
So,
All right. And Ken Vanderweer, Daddy Dutch, who absolutely loves all your sauces. He's being a smart ass right now, and he said definitely scratch Sweet Baby Ray's off the list
yeah.
of options.
Right.
But,
well, so far, I mean, for the remainder of the year, I did stop distributing the products, and I took the website down and obviously, and the online store. But for the remainder of the year, I do have the products available for sale in my restaurant, and I'm using them in my recipes. After the first of the year, I'll just continue to use them in the recipes, but I will no longer sell them in the restaurant. But
okay.
But we'll be back. We'll be back, and getting another trademark, we can do it, and I've already looked into it. So I'm hoping it's going to be in the earlier half of 2023.
Perfect. Joe, what's happening? Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family too, sir. So let's get into the good stuff. The Ray's Roadside Kitchen. Obviously, we have talked before, and this has been a dream of yours for a long time coming. You've pretty much worked your whole life in the food industry, in some way, shape, or fashion.
Oh yeah.
So you had soft opening in September, correct?
Yes.
And I don't know, we haven't really hit on that, but have you had the official, quote unquote, the grand opening, or has it just been rolling so good?
We've just pretty much been rolling with it. We did have a ribbon cutting. We haven't really had a huge grand opening, and we've just been so busy. And right now, help is just really hard to find.
Yeah.
So, right now we do have the limited hours Wednesday through Saturday, but it's been really busy. Like this, you talk about a dream come true. When I started Barbecue Buddha for the sauces, it was really, I was passionate about barbecue, but I never dreamed of where it would take me. I was very grateful for the ride. I mean, it led to winning awards. It led to a couple cookbooks, and now we have a restaurant. So when this opportunity, came available, it was weird. At that time, a few different places became available, and the guy that I partnered with to do the restaurant, he's local to my town. He has a business in town, and he's very active in the community. And I made my hot sauce a Warrior product, which a Warrior is the local high school's mascot. And we work with the business academy in the school and give back a percentage of the proceeds to the business academy. It's a way for them to fundraise. And my partner does a lot of giving back from his store to the school as well. So we wanted to create something not only like a different cuisine to eat in the area, to benefit the area, but also, to be able to give back to the community. So although we made it a community place in the summer, more than likely the road that it's on leads down to like Atlantic City and the beaches, LBI, Long Beach Island, and we will get some tourists, but it's really more of a place for the community. And our prices reflect that. We want to have a place where people can come to, a couple times a week, whether it's for baked goods or for their Southern fried chicken or their Pit Life burger or their baseball and barbecue hot dog. We want them to come back. It's not a real fancy place, but yes, it's been a dream come true to have a food service establishment. I've owned a fish market. I've owned a catering company. I did produce company for a little while. So I've always been very, much of an entrepreneur in the food world. And I've worked in fine dining and I've worked in a chicken and rib joint, which is where I fell in love with this fried chicken. But yeah, I mean, it feels good to be able to, regardless of the hours, it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
You don't get into the restaurant business because you want to take, weekends off and holidays and stuff. It's like, you got to love it,
Oh, 100%, 100%. Smitty, what's happening, brother? So being in the food industry, how much fun and how much work, obviously the physical labor of getting the restaurant up to code, all that good stuff, ready to open the doors. But once you open the doors, you need the menu. So how much fun was it putting together the right menu for where you wanted the restaurant to be? Not necessarily a barbecue joint, but you've gone with that, dare I say, southern flair to it.
Oh
that
yeah, there's
comfort
definitely
food aspect side of it. So it's not, American, quote unquote, American cuisine or barbecue. You have a nice little mix of, and I think that's how you had put it yesterday, that southern feel to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a southern bent to our menu. Upon my travels and going all, down south for competitions, I mean, I've traveled extensively down there and I've just really fell in love with the food and the hospitality and the sense of community. And I mean, what we're serving, it's like, I'd say, like, it ain't fancy, but it's good. It's like, it'll stick to your ribs, kind of food. And it's comfort food. And, there's something to be said for, this is like a meat and potatoes town. So it's like, it's hearty food. But it was a lot of fun coming up with the menu. There's a couple different barbecue places. I think one is going to be leaving town soon. So we definitely wanted to hit the barbecue aspect of it. And that's really what's expected from me. Like, the rumor around town was like, hey, there's this new barbecue restaurant opening.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, there's barbecue, but it's not specifically a barbecue restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, I was asked, what do you want your restaurant to be known for? And I want it to be known for our Southern fried chicken. I mean, yeah, we make a great brisket and great pulled pork, but in this area, there's already places that do that. So offering things that are underrepresented in our area was really key. Like the Southern fried chicken, we make the dredge for it. When you buy the cooker, they want to sell you the batter, the mixture for it. And I'm like, no, we can just make that. It's so easy. We're going to add our own herbs and spices to make it. And that took a little bit of time to get it right where we wanted it. So it was like crispy enough, crunchy enough, and flavorful enough. Without, like, the first couple times it was a little too soft or not enough spice. But once we got it, we've been open probably, 8 or 9 weeks now. And a few lists came out, like, from local places.
Yeah.
Like, one was a radio station, and they gave us, like, they put us on a list, best fried chicken. I'm like, okay, I mean, that's subjective, but it's really good for us. It's good for the staff. It's good to market, to get us out there. We also got on the wings list, but it's the same thing. So I think it was yesterday I woke up and there was one from NJ.com, Pete
Yeah.
Genovese. He's known, like, people call him the Pope of New Jersey
Yeah.
food. And he put us on his ranked list of best chili in the state. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Now, that being said, also very subjective, but it's good. It's positive feedback. It's like something that it's a marketing tool we can, push to sell that. And it gives you something to strive for. It's nice to be recognized. There is some really great barbecue places on there too with brisket chili. We actually add brisket, any leftover brisket to our chili as well. But so, that recipe, that's right. That's actually in my book. And the only thing I did was tweak it with a little brisket burnt ends in there.
Yeah.
But it's, the fun of it was coming up with what, I lived in this town for 5 years before coming up with this menu. So I could see kind of what I thought was needed. And I hit on pretty much most of it. So it's a relief, to be honest with you, because of such a big investment that we made in this town and in the restaurant. So to have lines out the door because they want your chili or your fried chicken, thank God. I mean, you do all this. We went through so much in the renovation of the building and the interior, and the equipment's all new. And, then we open the doors and we're like, is anyone going to come in? You don't know. And it was like gangbusters from the beginning. So we're very grateful for that. But the menu, it's fried chicken, burgers. Let me tell you about these burgers.
Yes.
Can I tell you about the burgers?
Well, first off, I fucked up here.
Why?
Where is the actual restaurant located? We know New Jersey, and New Jersey can get pretty big,
Well, we're like in the center of the state. We're like it's 465 Pinehurst Road, which is Route 539 in Cream Ridge, New Jersey, and that is I don't know if you go to theme parks. We're 10 minutes from Great Adventure, or probably 40 minutes from Trenton, which is the state capital. So
okay. All right.
So we're like in the middle of the state.
Very good, very good. Yeah, I'm like, shit, we didn't mention where the location was. I'm like, I'm amateur hour right now, Ray. Brother Alton, the dog father, what's happening? Big Rome, Mad Max, what's going on, boys? Okay, so, damn it, burgers. I had woken up one Saturday morning, getting ready for work, and I had a text waiting from you on a burger. And like I said, I'm still in awe, Ray. I'm truly humbled on it. And it blows my mind. And it still pisses me off to this day that my ride home from Texas, my calculations got all fouled up. I didn't pull into New Jersey till about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning because I was planning on getting there. We wound up with a later start, and then the pulling it, and then the dogs were acting up, and never mind them two kids. But yeah, we got all fouled up on the way home. I'm like, oh, if I can do this right, I'll get there at 5. Yeah, no, after midnight. Because there was one burger on that menu that I have to try. So
you still have to try it.
I'm thinking about possibly end of the last week in December, making a little road trip because I'm on vacation that week.
Ah, perfect.
I haven't run that by the wife yet, but she might be interested. Hell, I'll go solo. But okay, let's get the burger menu.
So the burger menu, our signature burger, which has been featured in our local newspaper in the Asbury Park Press, and online is the Pit Life BBQ Burger. All of our burgers are an 8-ounce fresh beef patty that is ground at my partner's store every day, which is like, it's right in town. It's 5 minutes from the restaurant. It's basically just a really delicious, juicy chuck burger with a little fat ground into it. But it's a big burger. It's an 8-ounce burger on a brioche bun. The Pit Life burger features Cooper Sharp cheese, onion rings, bacon, hickory smoked bacon, and my Kansas City barbecue sauce drizzled over it.
Wow.
And they all come with fries. But if you could finish that, I mean, it's a hearty portion. So when I said it's a meat and potatoes town,
Yeah.
that's our best selling burger.
Yeah, because when I woke up and saw the picture you sent me, it's a massive burger. It's a two-hander for sure. But like I said, I'm absolutely in awe and still humbled, to have a burger named after me. I'm like, whoo, I made the big time now.
Well, from day one, you've always supported me and I appreciate it. And, with the podcast and everything. And I thought it was an appropriate name. And it's our signature burger. Likewise, our signature hot dog is the baseball and barbecue, which is our best selling hot dog. And we've tried some different combinations with the hot dogs too. And Len and Jeff say hello, by the way.
Oh, Len and Jeff, they are fantastic.
Yeah. Love those guys.
Yeah, whenever the new episode comes in, they send it to me in Messenger before it comes out on iTunes, so I get it like the day ahead of time. So I get the fresh thing. Len and Jeff, they are awesome. Two great gentlemen, guys. Check their podcast out. The Baseball and Barbecue podcast, fantastic. Little bit of everything, awesome. And yes, they have the Baseball and Barbecue hot dog at the restaurant.
Yeah. And the thing is, any restaurant you go to, if you said, that you're trying to remember what's the name of that item, if you give it like a catchy name like that, there's no mistaking it. The Pit Life BBQ Burger. Oh, I got to have that. The baseball and barbecue. If I just called it the hot dog, I mean, it would there's no pizzazz, right? So the baseball, the Pit Life, it makes people think about it. Well, it's got that delicious barbecue sauce on it. Oh, it's got the onion rings that are beer batter. It just gives them something to remember. And it is an homage to you and to Len and Jeff as well.
Awesome. Now, when we had spoken over the summer, you had just got the chicken cooker in.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about this fried chicken. Because the pictures I am seeing, Ray, are beyond tremendous. So let's talk fried chicken.
This chicken, we use a 8-piece cut up white. It's not like that yellow skin fatty chicken. We use it's kind of like a Bell and Evans, but it's not on brand. But it's like that where it looks like the air chilled one, where it's like really thin skin so that you get like a nice bite through, crispy coating on it. And it's really fantastic with the dredge. Like I said, that's something else I'm looking to do. Like the thing is with the rebranding, it gives me the opportunity to then come out with other products that are not necessarily barbecue. Again, my passion is barbecue. I love everything about it, but if I can create other products that will pair well, then they fit the theme of what I'm doing now. So if I come up with this chicken dredge, I can sell, like my seasoning company can make the chicken dredge for me. Or maybe it's just the seasoning that people will add flour to. Just haven't gotten that far yet with it. But right now, the seasoning, and I've given it to other chefs in my area to try. And so far, I mean, our customers love it. The chefs love it. So I think it's really a winner, and it fits the theme too. It's all natural. There's no artificial anything in it.
Oh, for sure.
Like I said, it gives the chicken a nice crispy crust that's really flavorful without getting soggy. It doesn't get like mushy. So
Beautiful.
Really important.
Beautiful.
And then we make collard greens, and we make, homemade mashed potatoes and gravy. It's really like, if you're into comfort food, I mean, this is the place to go.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Kurt Special, what's happening? Rick Mel, what's going on? But, you had also said, the barbecue aspect of it.
Oh, yeah.
And
The barbecue
incorporated
aspect is
that in great with your, daily or weekly specials. You'll have a barbecue item, a pulled pork or pulled pork plate or a brisket. What are some of those specials that you run on a weekly basis?
Yeah, typically the pulled pork plate I try to have available is like just about every day. We do have a pulled pork sandwich, and the brisket is typically Friday and Saturday. I don't really do that on Wednesday or Thursday, but Thursday I'll do like from my Big Green Egg book, I did these crab cakes that won Best Crab Cake in Delaware. I feature those on Thursdays. I think it's important to, let people try them, and they're like, so far they're loving them. But the barbecue, that's been probably the most popular special. The brisket, hands down.
Yeah.
We do now. We're going to be doing brisket empanadas, but I've been doing just brisket sandwich or brisket plate, and they can pick two sides. But the empanadas we rolled out for VIPs on Saturday night, and we're ready to go on those for this Friday and Saturday.
Oh, I'm a sucker for a good empanada. Oh my goodness, I forget the name of the place. I just know how to turn in
well, these
down
aren't
the street
traditional.
here
These
in
are
Lawrence, and it's like
these are more like these are a little different. They're not like a traditional. Like I grew up having empanadas. My mom is from Puerto Rico,
Yeah.
and she would make traditional empanadas. So when I tell her I made empanadas, she's like, "Yeah, no, you didn't make empanadas." But these, there is no like slow smoke brisket in her empanadas.
Yeah.
But this is like, the slow smoked brisket and caramelized onions and smoked Gouda and a little fontina. So it's a little different, obviously, and then drizzle it with the Kansas City barbecue sauce. But really, we get to be creative with the specials, and this way, we're not locked into having it, on a Wednesday or a Thursday when, this area is, they're getting burgers like constantly. They love the burgers, the sandwiches. Our Cubano is probably our most popular sandwich because it's a Cubano, like a slow smoked pork, carved ham off the bone, Swiss, pickles, mustard, and it's pressed, and it's like it's a meal, man. It is so good.
Yeah. Oh,
it's like crispy and melty.
Yeah, for sure. It's fantastic. And for the sweet tooth lover, I have noticed you also have a wonderful bakery case.
Oh yeah, we have this case was custom made in Paterson, New Jersey. We put it right up on our counter, and I was a baker too for a long time, so I'm making all different Oreo brownies, plain walnut brownies, black and white cookies, simple stuff. Nothing crazy, but fun. Fun stuff. Next week we'll have crumb cake and an apple pear crisp. Just trying to change it up, some banana bread, and just seeing what works. And seeing right now our sales are almost to the point where what our goal was. So I think just a few more tweaks and we'll be right there.
Perfect. Now, a lot of the recipes you're running in the restaurant, like you were saying, the Cubano,
yep,
can be found right here in your Big Green Egg Basics from a Master Barbecuer cookbook, which is
absolutely
your second book. The original was your award-winning sauces and how to use them, which is this hands down is my most used cookbook for all the sauces, to try the different ones, and we're always using that between the Kansas City recipe, the Memphis mop recipe, and then the going back to both of them, going into with this your Southern style potato salad. We absolutely love it, and we use the mustard sauce recipe with that. So you're featuring a lot of recipes that are in the book at the restaurant.
Yes. Like, right off the top of my head, the pulled pork, the brisket, the crab cakes. Actually, I just did the cobbler this past week, and I sold out of it twice. The cobbler's in the egg book. And also too, if you don't have a big green egg, a lot of the baking recipes, they are great on another grill for the same time and temperature, or dare I say, even in your oven.
Yeah.
But the big green egg is so versatile too that you can do all that. You can that's the chapters are set up by technique. So hot and fast grilling, low and slow smoking, roasting, or there's two different baking chapters, one sweet and one savory in the book. So it does have a lot to offer. And the sauce book, I mean, I'm honored that you use it so much. There's so many recipes out there for sauces, and taste is subjective. So I'm really happy that you enjoy them.
Oh yeah, because I was, throughout the parties that I'll have a couple times a year at the house, have everybody from work up and friends and the neighbors. I'll make up a couple of different sauces. And have them in the squeeze bottles. Oh, check this out. This is the Kansas City sauce, which is a little bit more robust. It's got that molasses in it than the Memphis mop and the Carolina mustard. And so I'll make them all. I had gone to my niece's graduation party, and my brother had made pulled pork, made a couple butts, and then I'm looking, and he had the squeeze bottles of sauces, and I'm looking at the color, and I'm like, okay. Tasted it. It was the Memphis mop sauce. I'm like, how the hell did you? Great. He goes, well, when I was over at the house, I grabbed the book and got the recipes out of it. I go, oh, you dirty dog, you. But yeah, so everyone they're loving the sauces. Like I said, this has been out a couple years now. It's still selling great. A bunch of awards for it. Then the green egg was, within the past, I'd say a year and a half this year.
Yep.
Both of them still selling great for you?
Yeah, so far so good. You can only, just try to get it out there and create as much, as much as you can just to get people to notice it. We do sell them in the restaurant, and actually we're selling more in the restaurant than I did with my pop-ups. And when I did the pop-up dinners, I sold a couple, but in the restaurant, it's a win-win. I mean, you get people that didn't know who you were before they walked in the door, and then they start reading some of the articles that are posted around the restaurant. Yeah. And next thing you know, they want to buy a book, and it's really great. And I think, being able to have them there has really helped a lot.
Nice. Now, I know you had said that you had gotten or taken down the online store, but with the Christmas season coming up, and like I said, guys, I recommend highly both of Ray's books because they offer so much and a lot of tips in it. Fantastic. You won't be disappointed. So they make a great Christmas present. So where can you still get these? Obviously, like a Barnes & Noble or an Amazon or...
Yeah, pretty much anywhere books are sold, they can get the book. I'm in a lot of Barnes & Nobles. I'm on Amazon. Pretty much you go to your local bookseller and you tell them my name or the name of the book, and they should be able to order it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, now my online store is closed. We are building a new online store for the restaurant, so eventually they'll be able to get them through there. But for right now, I would say wherever you buy your books, Amazon, Target, Walmart, wherever it is that you buy your books, they're available.
I just can't keep these standing up today. I'm on the groove. That's why. God damn it. Yeah, but like I said, Ray, but both these books are fantastic. I am so happy for you with the restaurant that it's going well. The way you're talking, you're absolutely loving life right now with what you're doing.
There's certain aspects of that I love, and there's others that
Yeah.
yeah. There's others that can we can
do
maybe
without.
try to improve. But
well, you're still ironing things out.
that's it exactly.
You know.
It we had mentioned, like the fun was creating the menu. Now it's tweaking it and being coming up with those specials to keep people interested. It's one thing to get them in once or twice, but to keep them interested and to keep them engaged, that's a whole nother thing. And despite getting rave reviews, I told my staff, I'm like, you're only as good as your last dish.
Yeah.
So, just keep your head down, keep cooking, have fun, and just keep making it happen. It's not, oh, great, somebody said we were the best, whatever. I mean, that's subjective. I mean, that could change on a dime. If with restaurants, you have to be consistent. You have to offer somebody their favorite thing consistently. So we just have to keep plugging away and keep moving forward. And for us, coming up with new barbecue specials, that's something that's definitely a high priority for us.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. Well, Ray, like I said, in my opinion, you're absolutely crushing it right now. Like I said, the lists, the reviews, the pictures. You're busy, which is always good in the restaurant business. And like I said, always, like always, I wish nothing but the best for you, my friend. Thank you for all your support of the show for all these years, and mostly for your friendship, brother. From the bottom of my heart, I truly
Likewise.
appreciate it. Yeah, guys, check it out. Ray, you're in New Jersey, make the stop. Ray's Roadside Kitchen. Get yourself a Pit Life BBQ Burger with a side of baseball barbecue hot dog.
Yeah.
A couple cookies. Go at it. You are going to love it. And spurge, because you're going to need the fried chicken too. And a side of chili. And some of the there's too much. You got to spend a couple days. 100%. 100%. But Ray, brother, thank you so much. Give me 1 minute. Let me close this out. I'll jump right in back with you, brother.
Thank you so much for having me on, John. It's always a pleasure.
My pleasure, brother. Awesome, Chrissy. Awesome. And
when are we going on the road trip?
I know. And we have some exciting news this week from my brothers over at New England Pit Masters. Have released the New England Pitmaster all-purpose rub. Is on the market. The orders are going out. Yesterday, Greg had envelopes just stacked all over his kitchen.
Awesome.
Going out. They are, if you are in the area and want to get it, they actually have it in the Barbecue Barn in Arlington, Massachusetts.
Awesome.
Right there on the shelves. But check that out. Go to the New England Pitmasters Facebook page, and you get all the links where you can, get your hands on some of this good stuff. I've had throughout their boys have been working on this a long time. There's been a lot of variations, and each one of the variations was fantastic. So the final one is there. It is available, so get you some. And that's pretty much it for me for the year. Unfortunately, we're going to have to pop an old video up for next week because we just got the word that we're mandatory 12 to 14 hours starting Friday. So, guys and girls, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. The December shows are already ready to go.
I was going to say, let's just clarify. When we say we're done for the year, we don't mean, like, there will be a show
There's going to be
every
a
week.
show every week.
At 5 p.m. on Tuesdays, Pit Life BBQ will be here.
But we will not be back.
We just may have already cheated and recorded them.
We did. And I'm pretty sure we got drunk on one of them and spilled all the beans. But anyway.
Yeah, I was definitely hammered by the last one, which I think technically might be the first one.
Well, the
So it's going to be
second
very
one,
interesting.
yeah.
It's like an Inception thing. I'm drunk before, but also drunk after.
But yeah, guys, listen, happy holidays.
Yes.
Safe. Enjoy the time with your friends and family and loved ones. To all our military members who can't be home for the holidays, our hearts and thoughts are with you all. Thank you for everything you do. We will be back live the last week in December.
Yeah.
So in between Christmas and New Year's, we will be back live.
Mm-hmm. To get drunk again. Yeah.
Why not?
Let's have
the
Steve
hell
back
with it.
in.
We
need
gotta
cocktails.
ring in the new year.
Yeah.
But yeah. So enjoy the holidays, guys. I love yous all. That's it for this week. I'd like to thank you for joining us. Catch the audio wherever podcasts are found. Catch the video on Facebook and YouTube. YouTube, hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Have all the episodes right at your fingertips. On social media, find us all the links down below. Questions or comments, please send them to pitlifebbqpodcast@gmail.com. And like always, subscribe, like, rate, and review. Hit that share button. And until next week, keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.